If you were going to go on that journey on TikTok, that would be amazing. Like going back to Frank at his peak.
High school Frankie, 360 pounds.
That would be amazing. I would watch that. I would watch you kill yourself slowly. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the still newly rebranded Go Fuck Yourself.
_1.
Yeah, no. With me today, we got Mikey.
Hey.
Franklin.
Hey.
And we finally got the GoPro working as a fucking video source. So, you know, that's fucking exciting. The video quality is way better. And this is the... We had the Arctic edition in the middle of the winter, and today's the fucking Sahara edition, because holy fuck is it hot.
Oh, no.
Sahara wouldn't be as...
Oh, my God.
Sahara wouldn't have been as bad. It's not too humid.
Yeah, Sahara Part 1. Because it's definitely not the worst video. We have more to come.
Yeah, I know.
Sahara right after a downpour.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Anyway, Franklin's got a story for us.
Okay, so for those who didn't know, I'm now in the union. I'm on like day 3 of my apprenticeship. And I've been on Firewatch, right? So I'm basically just staring at a wall all day, making sure that the building doesn't burn down. I'm not allowed to play on the phone. I really have to try hard not to fall asleep. Like, that's my job right now. I finally got out of it, though. One of the journeymen went to bat for me. And so foreman was like, yep, go ahead and just follow him around. Did that for like 20 minutes, right? And then he walks over to another welder. He's like, yo, man, all for one, one for all. And the welder goes back to him and he's like, yeah, I'm down for a little mutiny. Okay? And bear in mind, day 3, I have no fucking clue what's going on. Sometimes people just say weird shit and it's just weird shit, you know? I think that's what's happening. So, like, they drop everything. We start walking back to the trailer. So I'm like, okay, cool, we're going on break. I'm like, that's fine. They fucking walk into the trailer, grab their coolers, and just fucking dip. There was like 4 of them. Just walked to the trailer, grabbed all their shit, and just left.
Screw you guys. I'm going home. But Carmen, we're trying to... screw you guys.
Within the next 20 minutes, 90% of our workforce just straight fucking walked out. Like, it wasn't like a coordinated thing. They were just like, oh, cool, this is what's happening. And everybody fucking left. At the end of it, it was me, another apprentice, and 4 other journeymen.
So, did you stay the whole time?
I stayed the whole time. Dude, I'm on day 3. I'm not risking that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going with the group, I don't know that you'd
That's
get in too much trouble.
Well, here's the thing, right? I didn't know I wasn't going to put myself in a position to find out. I talked to the other apprentices. There's like 4 or 5 apprentices, right? Me and only 1 other apprentice stayed. So I was talking to him, and he was like, oh, yeah, dude, that happens all the time. Like, you can't make a habit of it, but, like, yeah, they'll still pay you and everything. It's not a big deal. So, like, as long as, like, we don't do it every time, the apprentices are fine.
Do you just get paid for, like, whatever do they physically, like, write down whatever, like, your times
Okay,
are?
yeah, so we show up in the morning. There's a safety meeting every morning. They hand out sheets for the safety meeting. On the sheet, you go, my name, and then you write the day or the time that you got there, i.e. 6:30.
Okay.
The safety meeting's at 7, so as long as you show up by 7, you can get paid starting at 6:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to sign anything, like, whenever you're walking out, or is it, like, just...
No, walking out's on good faith. Like, the only thing you sign that day is the morning paper.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I would have walked out. During my time with the union, the upside is I had been a construction worker for about 3 years at that point. So when I got in the union, I pretty much knew how it already worked. And I'm like, I mean, I guess I'm technically on a probation period here, but, like, it's 95 degrees out. I'm going home.
See,
And this is a union. They don't fire you.
Yeah, I mean,
So
now I know.
It's the whole point of being in a union.
Oh, that was
You
good.
can get fired by one company, but
Yeah,
They
you'll just get
you a
hired
new
by
one.
another fucking company.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude. Apparently, the one apprentice is on his third. This is his third strike. Like, if he gets fired from this company, he's out.
Yeah. Nice.
Everyone hates him though, so I think they're kind of rooting for it to happen.
They're hoping to boot him.
Yeah, thanks.
The other apprentices are. The other apprentices fucking hate that guy.
He's probably a dick then.
Yeah, even half the journeymen are like, don't fucking listen to him. Like, he doesn't know
He's a
what he's
dipshit.
telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's a dipshit, but he acts like a know-it-all.
Usually that's what happens.
Yeah.
It's
There was a
usually
period near the end of my tenure where I became what was colloquially known as a shithouse warrior.
you
Nice.
Just someone who
cleaned out
goes
the-
into the shithouse about
doesn't
half an
leave.
hour into
Oh.
the shift, hangs out there for like an hour, and then comes out and goes, "Oh man, I gotta go home." Great work, guys.
Same time tomorrow.
I was drinking about fucking a case and a half of beer at that point, so I had a hangover every day.
God damn.
It
Yeah.
was not a great time.
No, it ain't.
Uh-huh.
That was me there for like 6 years.
Yep. That's while I was still doing scab work before the union. Working for
Shame.
Furies.
Oh
I
yeah.
always got put on rated jobs, so
Oh, yeah, I can't blame you then.
I got union pay and didn't have to pay any dues.
The whole $30 a month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking club tax.
Fuck that.
Dude, I'm not even mad about it. I ran the numbers on it, dude.
It's negligible. Don't get me wrong. I still hate there's a fucking club price.
Yeah, but compared to your insurance, like, holy fuck, dude. The insurance that I was paying at PMI is an employee-owned company, right? It's pretty decent for, like, private. And, like, no, I ran the numbers on it. I should be making a fair amount more. I was paying roughly 12% by the end of it between 401k and insurance.
Yeah.
Well, just don't have insurance.
Oh, well, there you go.
That comes with a fine.
Not anymore.
Really?
Trump rolled that shit back, bro. Him.
Good for him.
Yeah, no. When Obama put that in place, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, I'm like 22. I never go to the doctor. Like, I don't need insurance.
Yeah, well, he also oh, yeah, but if your parents don't have it either.
And then when I got my taxes done, I got fucking penalized, like fucking $2,000,
Yeah, I was gonna
which
say
was
the
my
fine
whole
for it.
return.
Now
at the
we'll
time.
make sure you don't get insurance.
So
Yeah.
when Trump rolled that back, I'm like, sweet. And then I'm like, oh wait, I have a family and I go to the doctor like regularly now, so it doesn't actually help me.
That's brutal. I got my insurance license during Obamacare, and I haven't looked at insurance or anything like the policies on insurance ever since.
Same.
So like in my head, everything's still Obama era.
Yeah, no, that is no longer a thing.
That's pretty cool. A lot of that was
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yep. This is a fucking high energy show, guys.
It's for
Bruh.
me, dude. I'm high as shit.
Dude,
I
feel
mean,
like
not
I'm
literally, but-
dying. What happened to going back to fitness, Frank? You're still fatness, Frank.
I have another video to upload. I'm just.
Fat fuck.
Bro, it's been a week.
It literally has been. Yeah. I did drop 10 pounds, so like.
Well, then
That's-
you can't keep lying to the people.
I'm still fatness, Frank.
But you're not fat.
I'm kind of chubby.
No. We have known a fat Frank, and this is not a fat Frank.
I mean, I'm not like the fatness Frank anymore.
No. Now, if you were gonna go on that journey on TikTok, that would be amazing. Like going back to Frank at his peak.
High school Frankie, 360 pounds.
That would be amazing. I would watch that. I would watch you kill yourself slowly.
It wouldn't be slow.
It wouldn't be
dude.
slow at this this age. It wouldn't be slow.
Not to mention, I'm pretty sure I could pull that shit off in a month.
Yeah.
Video it when they cut your foot off from diabetes.
Jesus Christ. I appreciate you supporting me, Boomer.
They'll be
You're a
locked
good
behind a
You
$50.
get bad hits for that.
There'll be a $50 gate to get through to see that.
Yeah, dude.
I'll put that on my Patreon.
Could we sell tickets? I'll cut the foot off.
Dude, I low-key, when I was out
That
in
was
Washington,
what we were concerned about.
I've got that machete in there.
I'm not cutting my foot off.
Come on, dude.
Do you know how many diabetics, like, do you know how far into diabetes you have to? And I've spent the past, like, year and a half working against that, right?
I think
My
you can
A1C
do it.
levels-
I think you can do it quick.
Well, here's the thing, right? If we're talking about like fatness levels, I could reach 360 probably in the next 2 months.
I think we can get you to diabetes foot cut off in like 2 months.
I don't think.
I think we can.
I don't think.
Dude, just believe. This is America.
This isn't.
Oh, that shit.
You can do and be whatever you want.
Hamburgers are everywhere, man.
Just say that you
remember
identify
that.
as a man with
diabetes and roll
one
into the
foot
doctors.
and 1 foot. And I identify as a doctor.
Yo, you could get a rascal. Wouldn't that be dope?
I'd definitely steal my dad to save money.
Mikey identifies as a nurse. We're going to put him in a sexy nurse's outfit from Spirit Halloween.
Perfect.
It'll be great.
We're gonna have to make it.
Yeah,
though.
that's all. I like it when a plan comes together like that.
Goddamn right.
Yeah. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Mikey finds a whole new side of himself in that outfit. Realizes that he wants to be a woman.
Yeah, we're
It's
getting
kind
into
of beautiful.
we're getting
Then
into,
quickly
fan
realizes he'll be the
fiction.
ugliest woman in history.
No, that's not.
Before
You know
Hormone
that's not true. You know that's not true.
Actually, yeah, Mikey does have a point.
Yeah.
There have been some ugly fucking bitches.
I'd fuck you, Mikey.
Yeah.
I mean, I would comparatively to others.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Stonehenge?
I saw a notification on my phone that said it had been vandalized.
Yeah. Can you guess who did it?
Probably libs of some sort.
Stop Big Oil.
Yeah, so libs of some sort.
They showed those
Oil
fucking.
libs.
They showed that ancient fucking
Yeah.
relic.
Eco-fascists.
What for? It's like this will stop them.
Oh my god.
It's like, why'd you take it out on Stonehenge?
What did Stonehenge ever do, man?
It's been there just watching the whole time. It's as bad as like
Didn't do anything?
Actually, yeah.
Stonehenge hasn't put out any press releases about.
They haven't
We
drummed
keep-
up any support.
Yeah.
We keep asking their opinion, and they keep giving us blank air.
Yeah.
They've been stonewalling.
Greta
if you will.
Thunberg goes down there and says, "How dare you?"
I'll give them this. This time they didn't use aerosol.
No.
Yeah.
What did they use? C4?
No, it was some sort of powder paint.
Oh my
Good for
god.
them.
Yeah,
Biodegradable?
Yeah, great.
I
Good for
probably
them.
not.
Destroy one
Probably
of the
not.
oldest pieces of art in the fucking history of human civilization.
Well, they were oil paintings. They worked for Big Oil.
Like, what the fuck?
The irony.
It was so
Fucking hate people so much.
The only thing
people who
is,
go to
at least-
museums and destroy people's legacies to fucking prove what fucking point?
that they're
Stop
idiots.
Big Oil, really? Yeah, by destroying something that, say, someone like Van Gogh did. That's really gonna stop.
Well, you
Big
see,
Oil.
they're gonna-
Big
it's
Oil
gonna-
gives a fuck.
It's going to be covered by the news, and they're going to get to see the thing that says "Stop Big Oil," and then they're going to be like, so I should hate the activists.
Yeah.
I see.
It just guarantees that fucking when you go to a museum, you'll never be seeing the real piece of art.
Well,
they won't
fortunately,
put
they
them up.
didn't actually destroy any of the paintings. I don't think they were
No,
behind,
most of them were covered with fucking
Glass.
glass, or
as they should be.
they were decoys.
Yeah, good.
My favorite was the people who fucking glued themselves to the floor of that Honda dealer.
And then they were upset they wouldn't feed them.
They
It's like,
turned the lights off and left.
later.
And left him there all night.
Yeah.
Didn't feed him or
Hey,
anything.
they wanted to make a point.
I'm like, all right, go for it.
All right,
bud.
stupid. Here you go. We're actually closed down for the next week, so we can wait for your corpses to
Uh-huh.
spawn in here.
Fuck you. God damn it. I hate people so much.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Varying degrees, but yeah, we got some. I mean, of course, there were ones that hit TV.
Yeah.
It's always the extreme personalities that make it on the air.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. Destroying art doesn't fucking help anybody.
Do you like Phil Oakes?
Hmm?
Do you like Phil Oakes?
I don't know who that is.
He has a song called "Love Me, I'm a Liberal."
I don't know. Probably not, then. Would be my guess.
If that's literal,
Yeah.
No, it's all sarcasm.
yeah,
Oh,
I
then
figured it
probably.
sounded like it.
It's a actually it's old enough. We can play it. Can I play it?
Yeah, I mean, put it into the thing so that people can hear it.
In the mic.
Yeah. Not this mic, that mic. Do
Yeah,
not
over
put your
Mikey.
phone inside of Mikey.
Oh, there's a drum and bass remix.
Next episode.
I'm glad you just keep expunging on it more
yeah,
and more slowly.
we've got to prepare for something like that.
It's like, all right, hinting. All right, hinting. Wink, wink. All right. Anyway, don't put your phone inside.
Yeah, we don't have any condoms, and your phone might have STDs on it.
Yeah, it does. It's called 5G.
Every American community of varying shades of political opinion.
Download you with that woke mind virus shit.
Goddamn right.
I wonder how Silicon Valley's doing.
Outspoken group on many subjects.
Probably not great.
Aw.
10 degrees to the left of center in good times. 10 degrees to the right of center if it affects them personally.
You catch that?
So here then is a lesson in safe logic.
Heard something degrees.
10 degrees to the left of center.
I
in the good
cried when
times,
they
10
shot
degrees to the right of center,
Medgar
if it affects them
Evers.
personally.
Tears ran down my spine.
I'm not sure I get it.
And I cried when they shot
liberals are
Mr.
fascists.
Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
As though I'd lost a father of mine.
It's been a known issue for
But
like 100
Malcolm
years
X got what was coming. He got what he asked for this time. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal.
now. That's the whole song, too.
Get it?
Get it? I like that part.
I go to civil rights rallies and I put down the old DAR. DAR, that's the dykes of the American Revolution. I love Harry and Sidney and Sammy. I hope every colored boy becomes a
Colored
star.
boy.
But don't talk about revolution. That's going a little bit too far. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal.
Music used to mean something.
I cheered when Humphrey
right.
was chosen. My faith in the system restored.
Every Taylor
And I'm
Swift
glad
song is
that
a
the
banger.
commies
It's about the
were
last
thrown
dude she
out
fucked and broke up
from
with
the
him.
AFL-CIO board. And I love Puerto Ricans and
I
Negroes.
love the Taylor Swift
As long
fucking
as they
extended
don't
universe.
move next door. So love me, love me,
Christ.
love me.
What
I'm
the
a
fuck?
liberal.
It's a fucking banger, dude.
Ah, the people of old Mississippi should all hang their heads in shame. Now I can't understand how their minds work. What's the matter, don't they watch Les Crane? But if you ask me to bus my children, I hope the cops take down your name. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal.
Alright, yeah, that's the whole song, though. You get the gist of it.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Phil Oakes, dude, he was a gangster. Same thing with Bob Dylan. Same thing with fucking Pete Seeger. Same thing with fucking Woody Guthrie. Same thing with Arlo Guthrie.
I love Arlo Guthrie.
Dude, Arlo Guthrie's a gangster, dude.
He wrote
Fucking A.
the greatest Thanksgiving song of all time.
Oh shit, the one about the diner. Mm-hmm. Alice's Diner?
Alice's Restaurant.
Alice's Restaurant, yeah.
My mom plays that from the second she gets up in the morning until she goes to bed
Dude, it's so good.
on Thanksgiving.
I wanted to learn how to play that, but like that's way too long.
It's a very long song.
And it changes up too.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just too much to learn.
It is a long, long, long fucking song.
But yeah, fucking Arlo Guthrie, for those of you who are unaware, also a fucking gangster.
Yeah, you know, there are some people who watch Christmas Story on repeat all Christmas.
Y'all listen to Alice's
We listen to
Restaurant?
Alice's Restaurant all Thanksgiving.
I kind of want
I'll
to
be
your
honest.
mom, dude. I
Like-
kind of want to sleep with your mom. If I'm being honest, that's hot.
I'd rather you not. Gross.
Hey, fair enough. But she has good taste. You got to give her that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
So are you a Woody Guthrie fan too, then? Because that's the easiest way for me to like explain my political.
I gotta be
stances.
honest, I'm not even really an Arlo Guthrie fan. I like that song.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I am a Bob Dylan fan. I love Bob Dylan. A lot of Bob Dylan. I like folk music in general.
Music kicks ass. That's something we definitely have in common. Mm-hmm. So you take folk music and you manage to go conservative with it, though?
Mhm.
Because, like, I heard folk music and I was like, oh, I'm a fucking commie.
I listened to most music and still went conservative.
But that's like being a Rage Against the Machine fan and being like,
I love Rage
I
Against
side
the
with the
Machine.
machine.
Except that's what Rage Against the Machine has done.
No, they've been pretty stagnant. Any interview you watch with them from literally since their inception.
They're literally raging for the machine these days. It's like they've been very pro like President Biden and pro everything that's going on in the government right now.
Pro Biden? I
Yeah.
haven't seen that.
Yeah, and then they did a whole video about anti-whiteness.
I mean, that's in line with.
I
everything
mean,
they've
I
ever
guess
done, though.
so.
I
Like,
didn't know they were pro Biden. Though they've always been anarchists.
no, they've been pretty pro like pretty much everything that's going on in the government right now. With the trans shit and all that shit that is now.
I guess the last thing that I saw with them was his interview with Chomsky.
I mean, pretty
That
much
was a few
everything
years
that
ago.
they've wanted to be done is like going into effect now. So,
Who wanted to be done?
it's fucking Rage Against the Machine. Pretty much everything they've fought for is like going into fucking.
So do they
You're
publish?
gonna have to
policy
be
at this point.
way more specific because I can't think of any single one.
Pretty much every gay thing they agreed with. All their all their social views, pretty much in line with what's fucking going into American policy these
They didn't
days.
get voting rights. That was one of the biggest things that they were fighting for.
Who didn't get voting rights?
The Rage Against the Machine. We don't have We don't have voting as a national holiday. We don't have. I'm drawing a blank now.
I would
but-
call that regular policy shit. I'm saying social issues. Gay shit, racial shit, LGBT in general shit.
I mean, you could argue that they had it before they even became famous. Like Stonewall was in like what the 70s.
but
the
gay
80s?
marriage was not. The things
Yeah.
that they were fighting for then are now becoming policy.
We still have war. That was
Yeah, no.
Probably.
I mean, that's never going to go away. That's something that will never go away. Anybody who fights for it is going to die without ever seeing what they fought for all of history. They will never see it happen because war is never going to end. You know why? Because humans exist.
well.
Well,
and
it'll
money.
end.
And it's what we do.
And money. We made war very profitable.
Even if it wasn't profitable,
I mean,
we'd
no,
still
No, if it
go to
wasn't
war.
profitable, we wouldn't have it in anywhere near the degree. Don't get me wrong, we'd still probably have war.
It would still happen.
Yeah, it still happen, but we're not talking like America going to war with everyone. We're not talking like entire continents being taken under.
Sure. But war's still going to happen.
Yeah, sure.
War's been going on for all of human history. It'll continue to go on for the rest of
Yeah, I'm
human
not saying that
existence.
there won't be wars, but like the degree of war has picked up. The like beauty of transportation and communication is that we can wage much larger scale wars now, and we have been waging much larger scale wars.
You know, we waged some pretty big wars before.
One country at a time.
Yeah, I mean, Rome took over pretty much the entire world.
One country at a time. And
Yeah, but
the
they
entire
still did
world,
it.
you mean the Mediterranean?
The entirety of the world that they knew of.
The Mediterranean.
Whatever. The known world,
The Mediterranean.
which is what they knew of.
Yeah, one country at a time.
But they did it. They waged war with every country that they knew of and took over the world.
Yeah, one country at a time. What I'm saying is that we're attacking like half the planet
And
right now.
Genghis Khan did the same fucking thing, basically.
Yeah, Genghis Khan did fuck shit up.
Vikings, they went to war with pretty much everybody they found.
Yeah, that was a religious thing for them too.
Yeah, like,
All right, fair enough.
good times were had by the Vikings. Everywhere.
Well, I
They
mean, it was
really,
literally
really
just
loved
the
raping
system
and
of,
pillaging.
I take what you got, and that's it. Who's gonna stop me?
Yeah, which is your women and all of your valuables.
Might is right after all.
Might makes right.
I prefer might is right over like white is right.
I prefer
Tomatoes,
Mike is
tomato.
right over either of those.
I mean, we are the dominant. God, I hate this conversation.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, there's no way for me to... I'm going to get cut off before I can fully explain my thought, and anything prior to a fully fleshed out thought is going to sound really racist.
No, go ahead and I will find the right spot to intervene.
That's kind of what I'm worried about.
How about go ahead and nobody will intervene?
Yeah, let's go with Mikey's.
Well, if might is right, and whites kind of have the dominant social class
So, is what you're saying white is right?
at the second,
Sweet.
white makes right. but only because of the nature of power writing history.
Black power.
See, I'd be down for that too.
I'd be down for none of it.
I mean, I think that goes back to the whole human thing, though, in the war. Like, kind of the exact same issue is that, like, we're human, though, we're gonna make arbitrary lines to...
And the only reason that white people are technically considered the majority is because they lump people in who aren't white.
Well,
Italians
I mean,
aren't white.
Again, arbitrary.
Yeah.
Or Irish people aren't white, or fucking...
I mean, I think Irish people are like the most white.
They're fucking pale.
Them and Scandinavians.
They're fucking pale, but they've been excluded from the category.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, no, it's a moving category.
But
for
Italian
sure.
people, they're not white. They're about, like, actually Italian people, they're about as white as Mexicans.
Or Greeks.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, anyone around the Mediterranean.
But I'm pretty sure even in the grand scheme of things, Greeks are considered white. So, I mean, it's really about the way you look at it. White people are not the dominant. White isn't even a race.
Caucasian.
Like, it's fucking crazy.
It's the categorical...
It's the slur.
I guess.
Do you know what I'm saying, though? Like, as a category compared to, like, being a blatant minority, like Mexican or African or Asian.
Yeah, I guess so. I hear you.
It's still weird that Asians are considered a minority.
I mean, they're only
There's
considered...
only like most of the
I don't know if
fucking.
that's a Western thing or not. I don't know if, like...
I think we just categorize everybody into.
I mean,
like,
to be
one
fair,
fucking
Yeah.
They're not
type.
considered minorities in college admissions. They're
Yeah, oh my
basically
gosh.
considered white people.
Specifically not Penn State. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to take in the Asian though?
Yeah, I mean, they
That's a
don't-
free supercomputer right there.
When it comes to like fucking what's it called?
Math?
No, for fuck's sake. How am I
Green cards?
missing
Immigration?
this? No. When you get
Respect.
admitted into college, not on merit.
Oh, you're talking like affirmative action.
Yeah. When it comes to affirmative action, Asians don't really count.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think they get a
Like
benefit.
Asians get pushed out of spots just like whites do when it comes to affirmative action.
I could totally see that actually.
Yeah.
Even-
Like
even-
more
even
so
if their
because
grades reflect that they would be an asset.
it
Well,
actually
no, it's
it
when they
affects
flood.
Asians
Oh.
more than it does us because they pass more college admissions for like on merit
Merit,
than
yeah.
white people
Yeah,
do.
I mean,
So
makes sense.
When people are getting pushed out for affirmative action, Asians are getting pushed out more than white people are.
I could
That's
actually see that.
That's weird.
So it affects affirmative action affects Asian people worse than pretty much anybody else.
Yeah, that sucks.
The admissions department talk to your mom about this. The admissions department for Penn State though has like a specific section like for the influx of Asian people trying to get in.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of insane the amount of applications that we get from. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's like foreign applications in general, and I think that's the department that covers it. But like of the foreign departments, like it's 90% like China and other Asian countries,
Yeah.
mostly China.
China.
Don't do that.
Let's say China. 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 China.
Come on. It's good stuff.
Dude, I'm not hype about our elections.
I mean, I'm more
All
hyped
right,
about
we
it
have
this
those.
time than last time.
I'm not.
Trump's winning, so
See, I don't think that's something to brag about. We have 2 people with dementia.
I don't think he has dementia. I think he's crazy.
I think he's just a narcissist.
Yeah, I think he's
He's
crazy.
just a
and
borderline personality narcissist, you know, not a big deal.
if I had to choose,
Perfect presidential material.
I mean, pretty much.
Man, in comparison to,
a dude who shits his pants on stage.
remember when Biden fell off the bike?
That's literally the problem, though, is that we're using
Yeah.
it in comparison to like
I know.
literally the only person who can make him look
Yeah,
like
because
better.
it's funny.
We don't have any other options. That's the only option.
How do we not? We're a nation of over 300 million people.
But at this particular point, this
Maybe
is
nobody
the
else
impasse
wants
that
to
we
do
are
it.
at. We have no other options. The upside is, once this is all done by the next election, Biden's going to be dead, and Trump's not going to be able to run again.
You don't know that.
So,
no, he's said that he wants to dismantle the fucking let the people vote in who they want. There shouldn't be
Yeah,
term limits.
he's
He
not-
said that.
he's not going to do it, though. And everybody seems to think that he's not going to abdicate power. The problem is, he's already been president, and he stepped away. Even though he thought he didn't lose, He stepped away. Oh, there was a riot.
I still think the stacking of the Supreme Court is going to bring long-term detriment.
I don't think so.
Fair enough.
I think it's going to be fine.
I think I'm going to learn orbital welding and just work in foreign countries. That's going to be my shtick.
I mean, I guess you could do that. It'd make it hard to do the podcast.
I can do it remote.
I don't want to do it remote.
I'll buy another hammock.
I'll have to replace you.
I'll buy myself a GoPro.
I'll have to replace you.
With who?
I don't know.
Who could replace? Who else do you know who can play the fucking tambourine with their dick?
I don't know, but
You know somebody else playing the tambourine with their wiener?
I will not replace him with Trey. That's not going to happen.
Oh.
Why?
Because the last thing I want to do is... We're on mic.
Uh-huh.
Never mind.
I'll keep going.
Spend all of my time with
With Trey?
All of it.
people like Trey.
I knew you hated white
mean
people.
People
you
with,
pe-
the,
you
people with the
people.
word heads at the end of what they
You
are.
hate Asians. That's what this is.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
because he's definitely an Asian.
He's Japanese.
Yeah, he's extremely...
You're hating on his people right
That's
now.
it, for sure. He's not definitely like the whitest kid you know by looking at him.
Next, you're going to go around yelling Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
I will. Only because you
You're going
just
to go
made
down
that
to Japan
suggestion.
just to yell that on the fucking trains and make
Yeah.
everybody uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, what a dick.
Durka, Muhammad, Jihad.
That's what I do anytime a Japanese person says anything disparaging my way.
Durka, Muhammad Jihad.
No,
Oh,
I just remind them.
it would have been funnier if you would have said Durka.
No, I do that to...
You just do that to every other minority.
yeah, no, I do that to Middle Eastern people.
That's.
I try to specifically do it to Indians because it has nothing to do with them. So it's extra racist.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I do it to every race, including my own. Yeah. I just think it's a funny bit from Team America.
Well, if you hold on. If you recognize that, like, all of the fucking social constructs regarding race are made up, why be so adamant about land borders?
That has nothing to do with race.
What does it
That's
have
about
to do with?
nationality.
Which is the guidelines that we use to construct race. Okay.
I mean, I don't know about that one whenever you look at America. Because,
Yeah.
like, nationality, American, that falls
Yeah.
under a lot of races.
I know people think that the phrase you need to like specify like African American, Hispanic American. I don't. Like if you were born here, you're just an American. If you're naturalized, you're just an American.
Okay.
Like stop. Especially if you were
kinda
born
like a
here.
tribe
You're
thing,
not
you
an
know?
African American. You've never been to Africa. You're an American.
I actually respect that.
And I love that like black people in general get lumped into African American, and they
Meanwhile,
never, like, try and specify.
there are no
But it's
other
like, you're
areas on the
Jamaican.
planet.
Like Jamaican people are like they have to check the African American box.
That is kind of insulting, isn't it?
Like I mean, I guess if you go back far enough, they came from what Mikey likes to call the Dark Continent.
Uh-huh.
But like, they're Jamaican,
That's where all
or
of them
their
came
people are from Jamaica. But anyway, either way,
You see, they used to have their... We had
American.
So we had our Pangea, and they had their Pangea,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, is that?
It was on the other side.
Oh,
We
okay.
called it the Dark Continent.
Thank you. I'm glad we're getting into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pangea and Potgia.
Yeah.
Pangea, yeah. That was actually what Jamaica used to be. But you see, it
Pangea?
broke off, and we got some rich, fertile land from it. That grew into a big, illustrious America. With freedom
Fucking A.
pie and apples. Good shit.
Jesus Christ.
Now, do you know what a better option than either of our presidential options would be, though? Fucking burn it down. Just burn it down.
Yeah, that's not really an option.
Why is that not an option, but two old-ass dudes with dementia actively okay with destroying
Because
it?
everyone would have to get on board with it, and they're not going to.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's on board with these two options.
No, that's not true.
There are a
Look at all the
lot of
stickers.
people on board.
What? Oh, yeah, there are a lot of Trump stickers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people on board with Trump. They're on the Trump train. I am.
God, I
You're
wish
thinking
I
about
started to
this
read.
from your own point of view.
Yeah. That's how
You're
everyone
trying
thinks
to be
about everything.
rational. Stop that.
I'm like a
Think
good
about it from the
old-fashioned,
average
like-
consumer's point of view and don't be rational.
I'm like a good old fashioned like hobo hopping the trains, and I'm just like hanging my legs off the edge of the Trump train.
Just, yeah.
Like I'm there because it's what was there. It's the option that I have. I was on the DeSantis train all the way, but that kind of sparkled out.
Arlo Guthrie's the goat. It's called Hobo's Lullaby.
I had a feeling it was something about hobos. I had a feeling it was going to be something about hobos as soon as you started looking at your phone right after I said that.
Sleep, you weary hobo. Let the towns drift slowly by.
Sorry, I saw the opportunity. I was going to jump on it.
I figured.
That's called Hobo's Lullaby. It's actually an anti-cop song if you listen to it long enough.
I think you should write a song about homos. Homos lullaby. Do a cover.
I might. This sounds like it could be good.
Homos lullaby.
Sleep with me.
Probably just be a
you
lullaby
weary
at this
homo.
point.
Yeah, you can get a RuPaul to guest on it.
Don't let these lips pass you by.
Jesus.
Could you get Gilbert Godfrey to sing it?
I mean, probably not. Given that Gilbert's dead.
What? Oh, that's right.
AI.
Though, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
you
we
could AI his
are.
voice.
Let's
The
go.
greatest thing that ever happened was Gilbert Godfrey reading 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah.
The whips and chains.
It was amazing. You never heard that? Oh, bro, it was genius. Genius.
I wonder, how much did they pay him for that?
I don't know, but it was
I know he-
fucking great.
I know he was doing like that thing where you could pay like actors to say stuff for like $50. They'll say like 2 lines or something.
That fucking cameo shit.
Yeah. It's like, do you think somebody just paid him like, $30,000? And it's like, read
Not
this
on
whole
that.
book.
That was prior to cameo.
Oh,
He didn't read the whole book. He just read like a chapter.
oh,
like an
just the good
excerpt.
stuff.
It was, yeah, they found like the most disgusting excerpt from the book that they could find.
I'd like to hear him read Twilight passages. I think that'd be funny.
Get AI.
Then she looked at me, and I looked at her, and then she looked at me again, and it was weird.
You should do it.
I couldn't read Twilight after the first chapter. After she spent like 3 pages describing her fucking frilly laced parka that she was putting in her overhead on her.
That parka's gonna be important later, probably.
I wanted to kill myself.
I mean, it was horrifically written. Did you know that 50 Shades of Grey started out as a fanfic of Twilight?
No Oh,
That's beautiful.
Of
That's
Twilight.
what it was, yeah.
That
Now that
makes
tr-
me like it.
that makes so much sense, though.
That
It's
makes
the
me
same
wanna like it.
demographic that likes 50 Shades of Grey also likes Twilight. Granted, like, Twilight's demographic is a lot bigger.
Literally,
But-
the 50 Shades of Grey readers, the book came out at just the right time. That the teenage girls who watched Twilight had become like 30-year-old mothers
Oh, God.
who disliked their husbands, so they started reading those books. It came out at just the right time.
My fucking God. Oh, that shit's so... Like, my sister tried to get me to actually watch the Twilight shit because she's like, oh, you like vampires? I'm like, yeah, Castlevania's dope. And
Very different.
Yeah.
It's like, look, the vampires
Bro, I got
like
like
and the
20
vampires you
minutes.
like.
I watched like 20
different.
minutes, and there was a stare down that went on for like 5 fucking minutes where they're just kept slowly panning the camera between the two.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this?
I'd have just looked at my sister and been like, we are not the same.
We're not siblings.
And we're not family anymore.
We're
I think
not.
we all watched this movie with our sisters.
I mean, I didn't. I don't have a sister.
Did you
Or I
also?
have 4.
I watched it with Amanda, and I immediately started talking. The second that he sparkled, I was like, "What's next? Fucking werewolves? Yeah, I'm a werewolf. I want to fucking, but I don't have to wait for the moon."
Was
Turns
this
out-
after you already knew about the werewolf?
No, I was actually just clear. I was. Just
That's
blaming-
hilarious.
Turns out,
Yeah, as it turns out.
Yo, Wolfpack. A
was
bunch of
so
shirtless
fucking
guys
mad.
running around. Their slacks don't fall off though. We got to keep it PG-13.
Actually, this is probably the most on PC I've ever done. I had a shirt that said Twilight's gay, and so when we went to Forks is in Washington, by the way. Just a short ferry ride away.
ferry ride,
Yeah, the Muckletito ferries, dude. You don't want to get whacked by them.
whacked.
Whacked.
Those
but yeah,
furs are
so-
whacking in my tool shed.
You them boys who have been whacking in my tool shed.
My sister got this like tour of Forks where they filmed Twilight, and I got to wear a Twilight is gay shirt.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
pretty great.
Based. Yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like, even like thinking back, bro, it's so weird. It's so weird they can justify like how that show ended because it like there was some weird shit going on there where the werewolf was like, I love this
I think he meant
child,
to say movie.
I've never seen the end.
and it's a movie,
He said
but
show.
I don't even think I made it to the end.
bro, it's like literally like a trilogy. It's like a show.
Trilogy. It's 5. It's 5 movies, actually.
Yeah, that might as well be a show.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well,
Yeah.
really helping drive my point home here.
Yeah.
That many fucking movies
Is
though.
there seriously
Holy
5 of them?
Yeah.
I thought there was 3.
They split the last book into 2.
Oh, they Harry Pottered that
I think
shit.
there were 4 books.
Christ, that's another one I never finished. I never finished Harry Potter.
It's trash.
Well, I mean, it ended with essentially the main werewolf boy
Are we talking about?
imprinting on a
Yeah,
baby.
Are
that's
we talking
the
about Harry Potter or Twilight?
Twilight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was weird.
Jacob the werewolf imprinted with Bella and what's his name's daughter, a baby.
What by imprint? What are we?
He loves her.
Yeah,
He's gonna marry
I mean, they're
her.
supposed to imprint.
He's
on, like, their
literally
mate.
gonna groom this child.
Yeah. Have you ever went back and looked at who the fuck is it? Ellen Page's old filmography. They've
know
gone
who that
back
is.
through every movie Ellen Page ever did and fixed the credits
I don't
and
know
made
who that
them
is.
Elliot Page.
When did Ellen Page?
You definitely know Ellen Page.
When did Ellen Page get a sex
Juno?
change?
Do you ever see Juno?
Yeah.
That's Ellen Page.
Oh.
They've gone back into every movie that she ever did and changed it to Elliot Page.
My copy of Juno is about to be worth so much more.
Uh huh.
That's amazing.
This was like fucking 4 years ago, guys.
So it's
5
like-
years ago.
Fuck,
All
it counts
right.
retroactively too. Then that's gonna be rough.
Yeah,
for me.
I know. The rules keep changing, bud.
So you know what? I need to just vote conservative and pray that nothing ever changes ever again.
I'm really a big fan of like, it's now a meme. It shows a picture of Ellen Page when she was young and cute, and now, and it says, "Don't forget what they took from us, boys."
Wow.
Never forget.
Holy shit.
Sheesh. Never
It's
forget.
true.
What do they have? Fucking ribbons that they have you tie around your finger for that
They
too.
should. They
Wait,
should.
what are the ribbons for?
It's like 9/11. I mean, you're
Or
allowed to.
Holocaust.
You're
or-
allowed to now compare trivial things to 9/11, so we might as well.
Oh yeah, it has been 20 years, hasn't it?
No, not even that. I mean, they're now comparing. It's like
Yeah, but it's
Pearl
funny now.
Harbor, 9/11, January 6th.
All right, that's a
but
bit
it's
of a
funny now.
that's a bit
Our
of a
vice
jump.
president said that.
January 6th was a bit of a jump. There weren't nearly as many casualties.
There was one,
Yeah, like I
and
said,
she
not,
was a conservative.
not nearly as many.
She was shot by a cop.
Pearl Harbor.
Was this before or after
9/11.
they broke into the
Denny's
place and
Grand
started
Slam.
beating on the doors?
It was after the riot started.
Okay.
Riot, not insurrection. It was a fucking riot. And
Okay.
one person died.
Yeah, but I mean, they were literally gonna like kill the Supreme Court.
They were going to kill the Supreme Court. They had no problem with the Supreme Court.
Or sorry,
There was a
they were
cop
gonna
that got
hang
beaten
Mike
with a Blue
Pence.
Lives Matter
My
flag.
bad.
That was my favorite video to come out from that.
There was what?
A cop that got beaten with a Blue Lives Matter flag.
That's pretty
That's
genius.
kind of art
It's pretty funny, actually.
for all the wrong reasons.
No.
I loved it when everyone acted like the horn hat guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like he
Mr.
was
Johnny
somehow,
America.
like, some
Yeah,
horrible.
controlling all of it.
But then there was
He's
a
the
video
ringleader.
of like Capitol Police like giving
Escorting.
him basically a tour through the fucking Capitol building.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is fucking genius. This dude sat in jail for like 6 months, all because he got a tour from the cops. They let him in, and then they walked him around.
That's how everybody knew where to go.
It's fucking
He was
crazy.
the inside guy.
No, legitimately, the cop backlash on that compared to like anything else ever. The second you say protest, the cops are willing to shoot tear gas and rubber bullets, and yeah, they're literally fucking escorting them.
I'm good with protests and rubber bullets. That's what they should have done.
Eh.
Number one, they shouldn't have.
I mean, they could be
let
using
them
live
in.
rounds like other countries. during protests.
They always show that one video.
By other countries, you're not talking like industrialized countries, though. Like, if you look at Europe and, like,
China?
holy fuck, dude, the Gillette want us?
China.
China?
China.
China doesn't use live rounds on it. I mean, Tiananmen Square.
I'm pretty
but,
sure
like,
they
the last
do. Yeah,
one,
I was gonna
they use
say.
tear gas.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still.
Which is funny because if you look it up, tear gas is actually like scheduled as a fucking
Bioweapon?
bioweapon. You're not even allowed to use in war.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, but a lot of countries use it on
But
the
like,
streets.
if
Have
you're
there
gonna
been
use it as riot
casualties,
control-
like recorded casualties from tear gas?
I would imagine.
I have no clue.
Isn't tear gas what caused the fires at fucking Waco?
Oh, I don't know about Waco specifically, but I think there is
mean-
an ignition agent.
I mean, it was the igniting factor.
Yeah.
The people
Right,
in
that
Waco,
one's kinda hard
they
to really
poured
say that
gas
tear gas
throughout the whole place.
Did it?
Like
I don't remember.
At that
Waco.
point,
Was
I'd say
that
the
Texas?
gasoline's what
Yeah.
killed everybody.
people of Waco, they poured gas throughout the whole place. But then they shot the tear gas in, and it ignited the fires.
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, it's one of those things where it's like they were clearly going for a pacification route. Who would have thought there was gasoline lining the
I
entire
don't
compound?
know. And then they blocked them in so they couldn't get out. Like, that's fucking crazy. You know
Because
how many-
they probably thought they were just going to get tear gassed. Not burned alive by
no,
fucking...
even after the fire started,
Oh.
they still blocked the doors off so nobody could get out.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy. There
Yeah,
were
that's
so many
pretty
kids
nutty.
who burned to death in that fucking place.
Crazy, but unsurprising.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts.
But that's kind of what I mean with like the escorting through the escorting through the Capitol building though. That's the only jarring part to me though.
Yeah, I mean, they constantly want to show that picture of like that little snippet of a video where like protesters were pulling the gates down. You never see on regular news the videos of Capitol Police opening the front doors and letting them walk
Escorting
through.
Yeah.
Everybody, listen up. The police here are willing to work with us and cooperate peacefully, like our First Amendment allows. Gather more Americans under the condition that they will come and gather peacefully to discuss what needs to be done to save our country.
One other or the other. We need a show. You understand? To show us no attacking, no assault, remain calm.
We're not going to assault. We're going to be heard. Everybody, this must be peaceful.
This has to be peaceful. We have the right to peacefully assemble.
Like I'm,
No,
I was gonna say, I thought there were videos of them like breaking in windows.
which
and
is
stuff.
why when people like have questions and they're like, it kind of feels like they were set up for this to happen. Like the police were given the order to like let them in and let them raise fucking hell and make everyone look like a bunch of fucking animals. Like
either way though. I think that's the government's way of scapegoating their responsibility in it. It's the same reason that like every protest is called a riot. It's so that they can justify the use of force and they can paint the picture the way that they want. Like I don't necessarily think that was like a premeditated thing. I think that was them going, "Oh shit, we need to paint this differently."
well, it's been proven at this point that Trump fucking like requested from Congress that there be National Guard there. And Nancy Pelosi shot it down and said no.
Good
And
for
he's
him,
like,
then.
you guys are going to want there to be National Guard here just in case something happens. And Nancy Pelosi said no, and she just admitted it last week.
No shit.
Like a slip of the tongue admitted that she said there didn't need to be any there.
That's ridiculous.
When he was like, dude, have the National Guard here on standby just in case.
And why shouldn't we just burn it all down and restart? Because I feel like our whole system's kind of garbage.
But it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's just not realistic. It's just
Listen,
not
we
the
might get a
country
civil war.
we live in.
Maybe
That counts.
Maybe
That
we'll get
counts.
lucky.
That counts.
Maybe we'll get lucky, guys, and there'll be civil war.
Fucking Hawaiian shirts, let's go. Bunch
Yeah.
of boogaloo, I'm here for it.
Did you see they just came out with a movie, Civil War?
Yeah, I watched it.
And there's constantly that meme of Jesse Plemons standing there with a gun, and they're like, "We're Americans," and he's like, "All right, what kind of Americans?"
Yeah.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
Now they use it for everything else. Like with the Acolyte when it just came out.
Ugh.
They said, one of them was like, we're Star Wars fans. He's like,
Yep.
what kind of Star Wars fans are you?
I hope to spit right on their shoe whenever he said that. Yeah, we're Star Wars fans. I really love the new trilogy. It's like,
I really love these witches making babies out of nowhere.
using the Force.
I love the meme that's like, even in the Star Wars universe, it's proving that black people don't have, well, even in the Star Wars universe, black people don't have fathers.
It's true. It's true, though. All the ones we've seen so far, they just don't get to have dads.
Oh, God. Because it was a bunch of female witches making little black kids.
Uh-huh. Because the Force
With
impregnated them.
Because the Force is a
Female.
It's a female lesbian power.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's,
Yep.
the Force is a
Oh, yeah, that's
female
new
lesbian
stuff.
power
That's
now.
new.
I
The
thought
canon.
the Force was like a metaphor for the Tao.
Not anymore.
I thought the Force was literally just tiny aliens known as midichlorians.
The Force is female. Female power.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the new...
George Lucas is
Yeah,
like...
the new canon. George Lucas is rolling, like, he's not dead yet. He will be.
He's definitely
but
sitting there like, what the fuck?
He's been on record saying, like, they fucked it up super
Yeah,
hard.
he's definitely like, this is fucking bullshit.
Because people were bitching.
But he's also got to be like, that fucking prequel trilogy's looking pretty good now, guys. Huh?
It's true, though.
Yeah.
When you compare it, it's like the prequels were fucking masterpieces now.
He's like, Jar Jar Binks isn't so bad, is he?
I could suffer through it for one movie.
You want that
No,
gun now, huh?
Hey, remember Revenge of the Sith? That shit was great.
Uh-huh.
They had that fight on Mustafar. That was neat.
It's fucking cinematic fucking genius now.
It's true. Granted, I always liked the third episode. Phantom Menace kind of sucked because I'm like, Jesus Christ, politics.
Yes.
And
All
then
right.
Tatooine happened.
Frank's all done.
Sorry for being so combative.
It's all right. It makes for good podcasting. And I was not here for it at the beginning, so
Yeah,
That's
so
it
now
for
you're
the
all
week.
hyped Up, now you're all rammed.
you can all go
I'm definitely gonna
fuck yourselves.
look up Rage Against the Machines.